this. We're gonna watch this together. We can still chat with you guys. We'll have our keyboards up so we can still talk to you guys during this. But like I said, I'm about to kill our audio so we can hear what's going on in it. That's probably gonna be like super loud.
This first episode, I'd have a special guest. He's one of my personal friends, and he's a upcoming Twitch streamer, if you will. Just recently made Twitch affiliate, so if you would help me welcome Optomitron to the stream, or the stream, the podcast. I stream so much, man.
It's the podcast.
Well, you know, thanks for coming on the show, man. What's going on?
Not a whole lot. You invited me out, so I thought I'd come and talk about my what happenings and what I got going on here recently, and what I'm going to be doing in the future.
Hell yeah, man. So you've just recently got into Twitch streaming, right?
Yeah, I started about 2 months ago. Within 30 days, I've hit affiliate status. I've built up a community of about 1,500 people now. So it's really popping off. It's building up. Subs are building every day.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Stream
man.
about 5 days a week. I got a couple weekly shows that I do Mondays and Wednesdays. Monday is Opto and Friends, where I have a group of people, special guests come on my show, and we play old school retro games and voice over the characters, hilariously. So it's not. I have to let people know that it's not like a thespian engagement. We're not doing like Shakespeare over like Cloud from Final Fantasy. It's very funny.
I've caught a couple episodes,
Yeah.
so yeah. I haven't been able to slide over there and be on one, but I like how you take the context into, you know, different routes. You're not exactly reading the quotes, if you will, but you're making it everyone their own, and then like people are using different voices and shit. It's good shit.
We ad lib everything.
Hell yeah, man. Well, how exactly did what got you into streaming, man? What made you actually want to start streaming?
So a while ago, a friend of my wife and I, his name's Dan. You can find him as Tanuki Dan on Twitch. We started catching a couple of his streams, and it was super funny to watch some of the commentary that he would do on his stream. Every time someone would sub or follow, he would pick up his guitar and do like a funny little guitar lick, and I just saw that, and I was just inspired that like I want to do that. I can do that. You know, I play guitar, I play video games. Like, all I got to do is hit record and start entertaining and doing that for people. For the longest time, I've wanted to be an entertainer. And I just decided that I was going to jump in feet first and do it. So got me a capture card and a camera and a mic, and just started rolling with it, you know.
Hell yeah, man. I've known you for, I don't know, a few years now. So I knew you have been an entertainer. So we'll segue from off the gaming real quick.
Right.
When I first met you, you were in a band with some of my friends.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's how we met.
Quickly, how'd you get into music, man?
So actually, I met those dudes off of Craigslist.
I did not know that. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went through some hard times in my life, and I hadn't played music in a couple years, and so I picked up my guitar and I started writing songs, and it just got so far along that I wanted to get into a band again and start doing that stuff. And so I found those dudes on Craigslist, and then we were the top #1 punk band in Little Rock for 4 years straight.
I remember that.
Doing Reckless Endeavor, and the peak of that, we ended up playing a show for 2 million people. And after that, everybody kind of got lives and kids and everything like that. So we kind of split ways, and then I found my wife, and we started on the cosplay and convention circuit. I actually have a little something to show you guys.
Oh yeah.
So, do cosplay here. This is an issue of Cosplay Art and Photography magazine.
Now, this a local magazine?
I don't think so. I don't think they're local. I think they are based in Arkansas
I tell
somewhere.
You what, I like the art front for sure. My wife ain't here. I like the art.
But so anyway, we submitted some photos.
Oh yeah.
And one of mine got accepted for this issue.
So
full 2-page spread
Optomitron
of my Deathstroke, which was super awesome. That was a fun shoot.
Now this is you in cosplay.
That
correct?
is me in cosplay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can't take the credit for it though. My wife made all that stuff. I just wore it and showed up
she
to the
made
photo
all
shoot.
this.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, she makes.
I don't know if
that all
y'all
from
noticed,
scratch.
but the new TSP logo she also created.
Yes, she did.
For the wrestling fans, you may know what it is, you know. But well, you also have a YouTube channel. Are you frequently trying to work on that, or
yes,
is that
yes, I am.
Is that a thing you're also working forward to?
I am. You can find me on YouTube at Optomitron. I haven't gotten my URL for it yet, but if you just search Optomitron in the search bar, all my stuff pops up. I'm uploading all the old episodes of Opto and Friends as they come out, but I'm also starting to put some exclusive content onto YouTube that you can't find anywhere else. So I try to put a little something special on each one of my platforms for my different followers.
Yeah. Speaking of platforms, I noticed on Facebook you are doing some pretty special giveaways. Now I've been to your house and I thought I had a decent collection going on just from random crap, but like walking into your place is if I could go back to when I was 10 to even 16, 17 years old, I would lose my shit. Like,
yeah.
So this is obviously another hobby of yours. You are a big time collector, from toys to video games to comic books.
Yes.
Has this always been like a passion of yours, or
the video games? Yeah, every video game that I've ever gotten throughout my life, I still have.
Nice.
I've kept all of them. I keep up with them. I maintain them, and I play them frequently. The toy thing started, I had gotten a really high-end career position where I was making a lot of money, and I didn't really have a whole lot of time to spend on that. So it all started with one Lego set. I bought one Lego set just as something fun to like keep on my desk at work, and then it just spiraled out of control from there. I started buying toys and more comic books and starting a collection, and then I met my wife, and it was meant to be because she had everything that my collection didn't have. Like, our collections completed each other, and it was just we knew it was meant to be. So
you complete me.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
Yeah.
It was sweet. It's a sweet story. And so after that, our apartment got too small. I decided that. Well, we talked about it. I didn't decide. It was it was a mutual
decided
decision.
Nothing.
we decided that we were going to start a comic and toy business. We just had boxes and boxes full of toys taking up the living room and just all over the place. And so we decided that we were going to start a comic and toy business. And then that day we went down to the city hall or not to city hall, to the bank and filled out our paperwork to open up a business account after we had signed up online for our LLC and got our business license. And they were like, okay, well, you know that if you sign this paperwork, that means that like she has half of your stuff, right? And I'm like, yeah. We agreed right then and there that it was that was gonna be a thing. So now we own Rebirth Comics and Collectibles. We are based out of Little Rock, Arkansas. We do not have a physical brick and mortar store, but we do all
a website.
Yeah, we have websites. We got a Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff.
Okay. And all these links will be in the description below.
Yeah. And what we mostly do is comic conventions, and we bounty hunt for people. So if there's something like some old toy that you're looking for that you can't find anywhere, if you contact us, we'll track it down and find it for you.
Man, you know what? I need a box for the Super Nintendo Super Metroid game.
Okay.
If you come across it.
Yeah, I can get you one.
Yeah, and if it can be on the low, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Is that? You know, that's just my shit. We'll get into that later. Speaking of cons, I guess, I don't know, I want to say maybe for sure the past year I've seen you attend a lot of local cons.
Yep.
Have you hit anything out of the state?
Out of state? Yeah, we've done a couple out of state. Man, there was one in Missouri that we did called Vision Con. And that one was awesome. It was massive. And I'm trying to remember who the special guests were. Because the benefit of doing these comic conventions, we rub elbows with like celebrities all the time.
Yeah, that's the whole that's the whole thing, is to network.
Right. And so probably two of the coolest people that we've met doing it so far is Bam Margera which
Nice.
that was awesome. But that was
you have a signed skateboard
I
hanging
do.
on your wall,
I
if
do.
I'm not mistaken. Yes. Hell yeah.
got a couple things signed from him.
I just watched. Got bored last night trying to fall asleep. Watched Jackass 3.
Right.
I was like, if I don't go to sleep right now, I'm gonna watch 1 and 2, and then I'm gonna go back and watch videos
Watch
of CKY, and
yep.
But yeah, oh man, awesome, dude. So did you get to talk to him? Like,
Yeah,
I think you got pictures. Actually,
yeah,
right?
we got pictures with him. He actually snatched up our friend's kid to take a picture with their kid, which was super awesome. Put it on his Instagram page, so that was super cool. I talked to him, bullshitted with him for a little bit. He noticed that I was wearing a Taking Back Sunday shirt, and he was like, "Oh, those dudes are from PA. Like, those dudes are awesome. My brother's super into them," and just talked about music and stuff. Actually, haven't used it yet, but got his email because there was a Harley Quinn figure that they wanted, and he didn't have room in his bag to take it with him, so we exchanged emails, and he was supposed to email us to send it to him, but haven't heard anything from him yet. Figured wait a little while.
I'm sure he's a busy man.
He is. Oh,
yeah. Speaking of people that you met, the last convention I attended was RTX 2016. It was in Dallas, Texas, and I actually got to be the boom mic operator for Lloyd Kaufman.
Oh yeah, the trauma guy. That is so awesome.
That was pretty cool. He is probably the coolest old guy I've ever met.
Right.
Like, he is so fucking funny, dude. It is ridiculous. I can't remember what he called the sticky balls, or he just kept one-liners.
Right,
I mean, and it was fucking amazing. He's just the coolest guy ever, dude. And like, I was always nervous. Like, the first convention I went to was 2014. It was SGC with Screw Attack, and like, I was so nervous. But like, the second I walked in, like, everyone there is like you. You know what I mean? They're there for gaming. They're there for cosplay. Right. They're there for what you're there for, and it's like the coolest environment you could ever be in. Like, it's your world, you know what I mean? Like, that is it. And all the nerves just left. I was like, and of course there was little drink bars everywhere that you could go by and stuff. But
no, that's super cool. Most of them are in hotel lobbies.
Right, yep. And that first one we
drink.
went to, the whole lobby, they Screw Attack had, I want to say 75 arcade games you could just play constantly and it was great. And then they had a room with every console you could imagine.
Yeah. Everything
from the Atari 2600 to, you could play with Power Glove on the Nintendo, to PC games, and it was just, it's an environment that if you're into what we're into, it's something you have to experience, man.
Right.
Like, and then all the panels you can go to, you know what I mean? Just see your favorite people you watch on YouTube, and then you see just random people like we are, and they're just enjoying video games, you know what I mean? And it's amazing. So let's segue off the video games again real quick.
Yeah, for me.
Anything big happening in your life, you know?
Just found out that I'm gonna be a dad, which is fucking awesome,
bro.
So
congratulations.
Thank
sir.
you.
It'll change your life. I mean,
so everybody tells me, I love how everybody, before you have kids and you're married, everybody that has kids is like, oh my god, you have to have kids, it's the greatest thing in the world, I wouldn't change a thing, it's just the best thing ever. And then the moment you find out you're gonna have a kid, everybody that has kids is like, oh dude, it sucks, like, this is what you're in for, and goodbye sleep, you're not gonna sleep.
I don't think I've given you that speech, honestly.
You haven't yet.
I do. We never have a babysitter. Like, it is rare. So we've literally done everything we want to do with our kids.
Right.
Like, we're bringing our kids, period. That's it. You know what I mean? And my kids are cool as shit, you know? A little whiny sometimes, you know, but they're little kids, and they want to do what they want to do. And it's like, it's not Minecraft time, okay? We're going to go hang out. We're going to be sociable. We're going to get outside. You know, that... I don't want to segue into anything else, but like, I think that's a problem these days. Like, the internet's taking over.
Oh,
like, then if you don't get your kids interested in something else, then take my phone and just go watch whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which is, it's cool. I wish iPhones and shit were around when I was a kid, because I'd be like, You know what I mean? But we had Nintendo 64.
I had a pager when I was 14.
I didn't get a cell phone until I was 17. I had to pay for it myself, obviously.
Right.
17,
It was
18.
a little flip phone.
But like if I was grounded and I was able to go ride my bike around the block, my parents would give me their pager, and I thought it was cool as fuck because I just hang that bitch off my pocket beep, beep, beep. Got to go home, you know.
Dude, I think I carried mine around for a year and a half, and I think it went off 2 times the entire time I had it. I think it went off twice.
I think you can still get a pager, and I'm pretty sure it's like less than like 13 cents a month.
Oh yeah.
But what's the point of someone paging you?
Right. If you got a cell phone.
If you have a cell phone on you, and it's not like there's pay phones around, and you're not going to be able to go into a store these days and be like, "Can I use your phone?" No. You know.
I don't even. Payphones don't exist anymore.
I think we're gonna take a quick break. Hit our sponsors. What? We don't have any sponsors.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to do something.
Oh well, that's embarrassing. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So we'll just slide right back in. Do you have any other? Sorry. Any other hobbies other than gaming, music, comics? I mean,
no, that's it, man. I read comics. I play music. I play video games for the most part. Hang out with my wife. We watch Netflix and TV shows. What was the one that just came out? Good Omens. That came out on Amazon Prime.
Is that the one where the commercial is like, we have something to talk about? Yes, Doomsday or something.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I haven't gotten in. When it comes to like TV shows and stuff, I'm kind of
busy doing other stuff.
No, not that. I'm just like never seen it, don't want to watch it, so I tend to start watching them once they're completely finished.
Yeah, same way.
So last month I just started watching Key and Peele.
Really?
Because I was like,
phenomenal.
No one's ever going to beat Chappelle's Show. I don't want to watch that shit. And like I'd click on one of their YouTube videos and watch one of their like 2-minute segments.
Oh, it's
and
hilarious.
Find myself just laughing. Yeah. So like I've literally binge watched. I think I've got one more episode on Hulu's. I think they've got 5 seasons. I don't know how many seasons there are.
Right.
That may be the last season. I don't know, but fucking hilarious shit. And it was the same with My Name Is Earl. Never watched My Name Is Earl until it was completely finished for years.
Right.
And then I binge. Fucking hilarious, dude. Like, so that's kind of how I am with TV shows now. Big unpopular thing. I've talked to a lot of people. Never seen an episode of Game of Thrones. Never have watched it.
Yeah.
Never.
Well, it's finished now.
It's finished. So maybe in 2 years I'll take a look at it. You know.
Just watch to the end of season 5 and then just don't watch.
And just stop watching.
Yeah, don't watch the final season.
I mean, I've read a bunch of spoilers, and everyone apparently hated the last season. I guess, but that's just kind of how I watch TV. I don't know. I will watch reruns of Family Matters before I pick something new. You know what I mean? Like I don't know why. It's just I know it's gonna be funny, so
Right.
And I think Family Matters is funny. I grew up in the '80s. You know what I mean? Like
my whole thing is if the network tells you that the show's about to be over, you know what I mean? You only have this much budget and you only have this many episodes left. You do the best you can with it, and They did the best they could.
Like they had left one of the things is they left the Starbucks cup in one of the episodes on Game of Thrones.
And then they digitally took it out. Why would you take that out? That's awesome. Leave that Easter egg in there.
Bam! Yeah, Easter eggs. Thank you. Oh man.
This Starbucks coffee cup and this frame ruined my life, and I can't continue to go on.
That's the problem today though. Like social media is great, okay, but it's also terrible. Everyone has a voice.
Yeah.
And everyone bitches about everything.
Everyone's voice is important.
I mean, and it is, okay? Freedom of speech, by all means. But I think social media took it to a whole nother level. Like,
oh, yeah. There's a level of entitlement, just like trolls on the internet, you know what I mean? That was a big thing for a while, and now I'm actually happy to say that, like, I've been seeing more and more on Facebook, like, trolls getting called out, and then, like, bands of people coming together to, like, take down trolls, which I think is super cool. So they're trying to spin it in a positive light. But yeah, with social media, everybody's entitled, and it works on the same level. Oh, I'm a big bad person behind the
keyboard
screen.
Warriors.
Yeah, keyboard warriors, and so it is what it is.
I think we've all been there, though. I mean, I hear a lot of people say, like with YouTube or something, or even Instagram or Facebook, don't. And I hear that a lot of people, famous people like celebrities and stuff, like, well, just don't read your comments. Well, where's the fun in that?
Right.
You know, like you posted it for a reason.
Right.
You know, and a lot of people post stuff just to try and be like, you know, relevant or whatever, and
Right.
that's not me. But I mean, that's what it is. That's what social media is for. You know,
Yeah.
to get out there. A lot of people use it for networking. A lot of people use it for trolling. A lot of people just use it for personal stuff. You know what I mean, family and whatnot. But I mean, the internet's the internet. It gets out there. Somebody shares it. And it's gone.
Yeah. Once it's posted,
it's
out
gone.
there.
Like, you know, it's gone. That's what it is. And I mean, it's the beauty of the internet, and then it's the flaw of the internet. It's just how our life is. And I talk to my wife all the time. Like, I hate that my kids are growing up in this time. Not because of the world per se, but just the internet, man. Because they don't care about anything else right now.
Right.
Like if they can't go somewhere and they don't have internet, life's over with.
No.
Like, oh, I can't. Well, can I watch on your phone? No, enjoy outside.
Right.
Like, geez, like I'm deprived my children of the real world, but I guess like that's how it is, you know. Like,
hey man, Target is selling like Pogs again. And like Married with Children action figures, so I don't know what's going on in this time period that we live in, but there's definitely a mesh from like our childhood to
there's a big
now.
Generation gap from where we were at when say we were 10 to where kids are 10 today. Like,
right.
Like they wouldn't understand. They wouldn't be able to live. They would think life sucked if they went back to when we were 10.
Oh yeah. I think life would suck if we went back to when we were 10.
Well, yeah, but we knew how to have fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We knew how to have fun. Let's talk about your schedule real quick again, man. Like you've been pretty consistent. Like I said, you made Twitch affiliate when you said 30 days. Like 30 that. Days. In a world where anyone who's anyone is streaming.
Right.
That's a pretty big accomplishment.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? Like that's something to be proud of. So where do you see yourself in like the next year, and like do you have any, other than the shows you have going on right now, any plans to make, you know, something maybe something somebody's not doing? Or
right, yeah, no, I want to keep breaking new ground on new content that nobody else has seen before, while mixing influences from other things. I'm gonna blow up is what's gonna happen.
What?
But no, and hold on, before I say anything else, just on the whole blowing up thing, it has been, the feedback and everything that I've been doing recently has been tremendous, and I couldn't have made it this far without the people in my life and my followers and just people that are supporting me, all of my friends, people like Richnificent here, who's been super supportive, sharing my stream and watching and just giving me tips and tricks on what to do. So I want to give a shout out and say thank you to all those people. Definitely to Nuki Dan for being my influence and my inspiration in this whole thing. Rich for kind of being my shoulder to lean on as far as getting into streaming and doing YouTube.
You didn't
and all this
say
stuff.
nothing, but I dressed up for you today.
I know, dude. Hold on, I love that tie. What is that? What do you got? Little faces on there?
Little spooky ghosts.
Little spooky ghosts on
smiley
there.
faces. I think it's a mesh of kind of Nintendo itself. Little.
That is a badass tie.
Thank you, sir. Just wanted to point it out. I did dress up.
Yeah. And then so moving forward with the schedule, so Monday nights is Opto and Friends, where I have people come out on my stream. We retro game and do voiceovers. It's really cool because with the chat system, you can chat with us live while we play and influence our decisions in the game. So it really makes it immersive and kind of interactive.
Right.
So you're not just chatting and cheering us on, but you're actually a part of it and able to be a part of the game.
Right.
And so it's like you're hanging out right there with us. Wednesday nights, I've started a new show. It's Opto's Worst Games Ever, where it's kind of like Angry Gaming, where we take just the worst video games that we can find. I think last week we did like E.T., which didn't last very long. That wasn't a long game.
It's not very exciting, but
and it's unbeatable.
I mean, it's not unbeatable, but you got to have some drive to try and finish that.
Right. We did that, and then we did Michael Jordan in the Windy City, which
I kind of
Chaos
enjoyed
in the
that
Windy
one,
City.
honestly.
Yeah,
That
no,
really-
I gotta give the animation.
I was
and
watching
stuff.
that one, and I'm like, why are they not dunking on all these basketball goals? And then finally, y'all were like, wait, Bourbon,
We can,
yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
And so that's a really new fun one. It hasn't caught on as much, but it's growing and it's building as we're getting more feedback from the games that people want to see. Actually, not this upcoming week, but the week after, I finally got the stuff I needed to incorporate N64 into the mix. So you can expect N64 Superman to make an appearance.
Oh,
and as far as the
Superman
retro
64.
games,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
yeah, and some of the retro games, we'll probably be doing some of the old Zeldas and maybe Mario 64 and stuff. So a lot of big things planned in the future. Hopefully doing some more collaborations with Rich Niff here.
Yes.
Some hush hush stuff as far as
Right.
working on
I mean, we did
some new segments.
we did that stream Friday the 13th, which was fun. It's a good game.
Except I suck at that game.
Well, hey, I mean, you're running from Jason. You're in a 1980s horror flick. What are
Right.
you gonna do?
I did worse as Jason than I did as a person running away from Jason.
Oh, it is a fun game, and it's a little difficult to master. But once you get into it, it's fun, and it's even more fun to not be in a chat party and hop in and talk with everybody else. But once again, like I said, if you're streaming and you just have random people yelling in your ear, it gets crazy sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. We've come a long way in gaming since like the original Black Ops days, where like you would hop in and you didn't have a choice but to be like in
you had to mute people, and if you didn't, then. Well.
And so that was cool. And now, I don't know, every time I played Call of Duty recently, you jump in, even everybody's already in a party. So you can't hear anybody talking anyway.
Yeah, it's hard to.
So when you got something angry you want to say and convey to the other team, you can't. And
especially
I don't
with
like
things
that.
today, like Discord, even if you hop on a PC game, nobody's talking to you. Well, I mean, they're probably playing with one other person, and they're in Discord. They're not trying to listen to you. You know what I mean? So it's real hard to. I guess troll people, because that was a big thing back in the Call of Duty days.
Right.
Was there wasn't a party on the PS3. You got trolled, and people would. It was a thing. It was funny,
right.
And I hate that died off, because that was back when in the early YouTube, that was some of the best content, man. I don't care what people said. Like, Call of Duty trolling was funny as shit to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fallout 76, if you're not a dick about it, I mean, it's a lot of fun to do it in Fallout 76 too. Like, one of my favorite things when that game first came out was, go follow somebody around for a little bit, and then as soon as they turn their back, kill them. But then, like, when they respawn, like, leave like a gift bag or something with like some stim packs or some health items and stuff, and be like, here, I'm just having fun. Like, I'm not gonna grief you.
Yeah. Good old trolling days.
So I mean, it's still possible.
Right. Well, I think we like to end the show with. I've been trying to come up with something special, and I can't right now. So I'm just gonna ask you, of all time, everything you've played, favorite game, period.
I've put a lot of thought into this question because it's a question I get all the time, and I would have to say that Shadow of the Colossus is my favorite game of all time.
Shadow of the Colossus.
If you break it down into genres, like if you go different system or different like adventure or like RPG or something like that, I would probably have a different answer for each genre. But if you're going all time, I'd have to say Shadow of the Colossus.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. Because the entire game is based on exploration. There aren't other enemies to fight. It is 16 bosses and nothing else. So like you are dropped off in this entire immersive world of climbing and figuring out where to go and jumping around. And I mean, it's a massive landscape, and you have to go and find the boss. And a big part of that stems from the first time I ever played the game. We didn't have an instruction booklet for it. We didn't even have like the insert that told you what the controls were. Okay, we just had a copy of the game and a PlayStation 2, and we spent 2 weeks.
That's what I was going to ask. What console was it on? PlayStation 2. Okay.
Every day, just going in and trying to figure out where to go, and just spanning this landscape over and over again, trying to find these bosses. And then once you find the boss, each one you have to kill it in a different way. So I mean, there might be a flying beast, and you have to figure out like how to get it to swoop down so you can jump on its wing, or it might be like a sand serpent that you have to figure out how to get it like up above and then jump off of your horse onto its back. Like just the game mechanics, the scenery was gorgeous. Just everything about it was awesome, and they keep remaking it. Like they remade it for PlayStation 3, I bought it. They remade it for PlayStation 4, I bought it.
Okay.
And if, as long as they keep remastering that game every time a new console comes out, I'm gonna buy it.
Awesome. Yeah. For my viewers, everyone already knows my favorite game is Super Metroid. Like, I at least beat it twice a year just to play it, and like the kids already know, like they're free roam on the Super Nintendo. Just don't touch my save data on the Super Metroid. And for me, it's not the same. Like they've made tons of Metroid games after Super Metroid, and never really got into like the one on the Wii, and it was first person.
Yeah.
That game for me is gold. Like I'm surprised I don't have it like just where I can grab it all the time and hold it.
I can probably track you down a giant cartridge version of it.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
Have right back here.
Oh
on the
yeah,
shelf.
that'd just be the only thing in the background, just that, you know. All right, favorite game, favorite console of all time.
Ooh, no one's ever asked me that. That's a tough question. Favorite console of all time. I don't know if I can answer that.
Oh,
they all have
tough,
they all have a special place in my heart.
If you were on a deserted island with one TV and 2 outlets, what console would you want there?
It'd be a toss up between N64 and PlayStation 3 for sure. PlayStation 4 doesn't have the library yet that PlayStation 3 has. But then N64.
Well, if you look at that, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but you pay monthly to have all those PS2 games on the PS4.
Yeah, you can do that.
And that could be an option. For me,
it's still missing a lot of games though.
For me, it'd be a toss-up too. Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, maybe Sega Genesis.
Maybe Sega, yeah.
Like
favorite Sega game.
Favorite Sega game. It's probably not going to be popular, but I spent a lot of time playing Spider-Man vs. Carnage. Was that it?
Oh yeah, Maximum Carnage.
Maximum.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I broke that was my beginning of breaking controllers.
Oh yeah. I love that game.
I watched my uncle smash one of my controllers, and it broke my heart.
Right.
And then I got to fight like Kingpin and stuff, and we were breaking. Yeah. I think those were some of my best early memories of video games, other than young playing regular Metroid on the Nintendo. But I didn't own those consoles then. Those were family members like my dad and stuff, and you don't really, like I do now. My kids don't play my PS4 very much,
right?
So you know, like, but
they're super bad.
If I had to say on the Sega game, that'd be a good one, man. I mean, I was into fighting games like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, but I just my anxiety and my rage, it just made me mad, and I'd quit playing it. Like, no. But something about, I don't know, Maximum Carnage. And it took me so long to beat. I don't know if I was just terrible at video games or it was that hard. I don't know. I can't really remember back then. But
it's probably a little bit of both.
Yeah. But yeah, that'd probably be my favorite Sega game. But I'd have to throw fucking the Dreamcast in there too. The Dreamcast was amazing when it came out. Like
Crazy Taxi for Dreamcast.
Dude.
Yeah, Crazy Taxi was awesome.
Dude, that's what my wife wants. That she wants like a Crazy Taxi arcade, just in our bedroom.
Oh
like,
yeah, that'd be awesome.
Wow,
Get like the bucket seat and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Well, yeah, man. I think that's gonna conclude it, man.
Cool.
Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you again for having me on the show.
Everybody, thank Optomitron for stopping by, man. All his links will be in the description below. It's been a great episode. Good inaugural episode, if you will. I like it. And we may try and do this, I don't know, once every month. Definitely going to have you back on. We're going to talk, I don't know, more about video games. And, like I said, segue into other things. But this has been it, man. I want to thank everybody. Until next time, be sure to sub, like, comment, share this motherfucker with everybody. Me boy,
Follow my
Richnificent. Optomitron, Opto. I keep saying Optomitron.
It's hard not to. It's hard not to.
It happens, man. Keep it sticky.